Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are going to talk about Atletico Madrid's season end games. Okay, the La Liga season of 2024 to 2025 is now officially over, with all teams having played all their 38 games, and the winner was already decided 3 match days before, which was Barcelona, who ends with 88 points, with Real Madrid coming again runner-ups with 84 points, and Atletico Madrid, just like typical they've been in past decade or so, coming as third with 76 points in 38 matches. And this time we have got 5 Champions League spots. So the other two teams who are entering the Champions League are Athletic Club Bilbao at the fourth position and Villarreal at the fifth position with both 70 points. And to be honest, this season, as I said, for Atletico Madrid was something which we all really hope is the season where we're gonna pull off something. After a long time we're gonna win a trophy, after 3 seasons being trophyless. But unfortunately, again, after the end of the March, all that disappointment and heartbreaks we had, it's just something which couldn't happen this season as well. But we do have in the mid July, the FIFA Club World Cup, and it'll be interesting what's gonna happen there. But before that, we are going to talk about these past 4 to 5 matches. I've made videos about the match against Alaves and the match against Real Sociedad, but but now I'm gonna talk about past 5 matches, which includes these 2 matches as well as the match against Osasuna, match against Real Betis, and the match against Girona. And what these matches, the kind of patterns, the gameplay, and the strategies, everything, including you know it's really important to talk about this match because it really tells us about what we should be expecting in the next season, and what all changes and improvements and decisions which are necessary we have to take. So yeah, so, one of the first important things which we have got to know about is the fact that Simeone is looking for the team to be playing more dynamic, more attacking football, just like we had in the previous season in 23-24, where we were in 3-5-2. Here he experimented with a lot with the formations, I would say. In both the matches against Sociedad and the match against Osasuna, the match against Sociedad, we were playing 4-5-1, which on attacking, given the fact how dominating we were against Real Sociedad and how their defending was not up to mark, we were technically playing 4-3-3. Okay, and the match against Osasuna, which we lost. Okay, in that match we were playing it, even though on the score sheet it may look like as a 4-2 basis. Sorry, my bad. It looks like a 4-4-2, but effectively those who have seen the match would know that we were technically playing more attacking, more forward going wing, using positionings, and we were playing a 4-3-3 in the match with at both the wings. In the center we of course had Sorloth, and in the both the wings on the left we had Julian Alvarez, and on the right we had Giuliano Simeone. Though this positioning really didn't pay off, like, to be honest, because we lost the match 2-0 against Sasuna. So it's not, so I don't expect us to play this position, though we can expect our team to play more like a 4-5-1. And what really makes it as clear as day is when you go to the stats and everything, is the fact that our team lacks a natural dribbler. Okay, we've got technically apt players like Rodrigo de Paul, who's playing regularly, and but other than him, our best dribbler in this season in terms of regular playing was Simeone, the Cholizo. And in terms of the best dribblers, like successful dribblers around the whole Europe, he comes at the 180th position among the top 5 leagues. So definitely, I mean, he's young, he would improve, so he'll definitely get better. But other than that, we also need to get more dribbler, given the fact that in this season, players like Rodrigo Riquelme, Samuel Lino, who both also are technically quite sound, but they lack in places, let's say, like, which is, to be precise, in decision making and other, decision making and other few other aspect. Like, these two players are good dribblers, but they are quite raw. And this season, it was pretty evident in the 4-4-2 positioning, where like, it was tough for Simeone to adjust, like, where these two players can play. Okay, and we're gonna talk about them later. So yeah, as I said, we were playing more attacking football, but it worked in a match against Real Sociedad, whereas it didn't work against the match against Osasuna. After that, we did play attacking football in the last 2 matches, but at that point of time, we got kind of simply just got back to our typical 4-4-2 formation, Simeone, and both the results were, like, I mean, in the last 4 matches, if you see, we scored like 14 goals. Okay, in 3 matches we scored 4 goals. So sorry, we scored 12 goals, which includes a defeat against Osasuna 2-0. So, I mean, all the matches we won, which was like 4-0, 4-1, 4-0, 3-0 before that, before that Alaves draw, 4-2 against Valladolid, then 1-0 loss against Las Palmas. So, we were definitely playing more attacking in these places, not in the matches against Las Palmas Alaves, because those two were, disappointing matches. But as I said, Simeone is now looking for more attacking prowess, more dynamic play, like which was pretty evident in this season as well. In that run between November to January, where the intricacy of the passes and everything, which you could see, was pretty evident. So it'll be interesting. We need more resources to get more successful in this kind of football, because I can definitely see him, trying to transform this team and the positions players playing to a more different system. So we'll see that. Okay, so when talking about attacking football, the one of the most important things in the attacking football tend to be, when you play a lot of crosses and all, is the number nine. And when it comes to number nine, in the last 3-4 matches, have made it even more clear as day as I was backing him, is that Alexander Sorloth has to be there in the team, and he has to play, in the matches, because as I said, like whenever he picks his form, it's just like I have witnessed that in the previous season. A lot of you may have also witnessed that when he was playing with Villarreal, that he's just unstoppable, man. He has been scoring amazing goals. And like in the if you talk about just the match of Atletico, in the like in the last 4 matches, he has scored 2 hat tricks, scoring 7 goals, man. That is pretty insane. I mean, 4 against Real Sociedad and 3 against Girona now. And he was doing like he in the match against Girona, he did something which was kind of not working, or he was not able to try, was the fact of using the powerful shots, more explosive energy of his shots to get past the keeper, and it was working. So it'll be interesting, and I'm being kind of excited to see how he plays in the Club World Cup, okay, in June. And so yeah, as I said, like he is somebody who peaks later in the season as the season progresses. That was visible in his stint with Villarreal, so I was backing him, and it did show in this season as well. It's really unfortunate that we got out of the title race in the first week of April. Otherwise, maybe if we were there, even in the last moments, maybe it could have been fruitful, all these performances he gave in the recent matches. Okay, but and what's really exciting is something which I'm gonna talk about in the transfer market, transfer news as well, is the fact that Alex Baena, if he comes, whenever he comes, like he has played with like Sorloth in his own breakout season in the season of 23-24 with him in Villarreal. So he'll be reunited with him here with Atletico. So it'll be really interesting and exciting to see them both play. And we'll talk more about Bayana later, because there's a lot of other stuff we have to talk about. But as I said, we have to retain Sorloth, and the guy is at his peak. This is definitely his peak, man. Come on. And the way he was playing as a super sub in this season, he did score some pivotal goals. Okay, we cannot deny that. And his goals per minute ratio is that he scores a goal in every 78th minute in La Liga, which is pretty insane. Okay, it's even better than Kylian Mbappe, who won the Pichichi, and they both had their first season in their respective clubs. So even though he had more like La Liga experience or not, but still. So yeah, we have to keep him, and I'm kind of positive with him when it comes to the next season, and let's hope for the best. Yeah. Another really important thing, or a really important thing which we have to talk about, is that it's tough to digest for some, including me, but Greizmann has not been up to mark in past 4 months, and he's definitely looks way more physically not that much, able how he used to be before in terms of playing. And like as per reports, he was okay with accepting the bench role, which I think is a great move by him, because I want him to stay at the club. I want him to play a bit more, a season or 2 seasons more, because I want him to win La Liga with us, man. Like, come on. He has to win La Liga. The guy is a World Cup winner. He has been a world class player for us. He's definitely our best forward of the 20th century. Yes, accept it. And he has done great. Previous season, he was amazing. And the season before that, also, he was amazing. This season, till the mark of January, he was amazing as well, okay? But now he's playing more of a number 8ish or playmaking role, though him not being physically as nimble as he used to be is something where I expect him to like is something which is his now biggest disadvantage. So we need to work more in terms of like as a playmaker, he's he'll play as a bench role and a squad rotational role. He'll be really a useful player for us. He has always been, and he will be, man. The kind of flair, the kind of class he brings, the moments he brings is something which just can't be, like you just can't, deny those. Okay. And when it comes to playmaking, as I said in the part of Sorloth, is that Alex Baena, if he's somebody, who kind of like rotating Alex Baena and Alvarez with Greizmann in the team would be a really good combination, and it would really help us in maintaining the squad, the health, fitness, and everything of the whole squad. So yeah, that is what I think would be we'll be seeing in the next season from this Club World Cup. We can expect it, hopefully. Yeah. So yeah, but as I said, Griezmann. I mean, I don't want to say this word, but that he's past his prime because I just hate saying this. But he's definitely his best days are behind him, unfortunately. But he's important. He still has his class in him. Those, those moments he used to like produce, he still produces them once in a while. Like not once in a while, sometimes also. Okay, he can dribble. He's still technically apt. It's just that the physically, it's not that much like as he was before. So yeah, that is what it is I believe about Griezmann, and he should be playing a squad rotational role like Koke, but the experience is important and we need that. So yeah, man, that is something which we all have to accept as an Atletico fan. Okay, so the next thing we are going to talk about as we are going moving forward in this video, I mean, it's getting more clear that we have to talk more about the transfers and the players who will be leaving or who looks like they're most probably be leaving. The two players whom I thought they were pretty decent, but kind of something which is tough to swallow, but I think it would be happening most probably is the fact that Rodrigo Riquelme, Samuel Lino, I mean these two players are definitely would be they're up for sale, and like I mean the way I was kind of shocked how how Rodrigo Riquelme played in few of the matches. I mean we should have expected more from the guy, but like he is technically gifted, but the kind of in the system which Simeone is currently playing, it's tough to get his position. Like he was there regularly playing, so was Samuel Nino in the 3-5-2 system, like 5-3-2 to be precise. But in this system, 0-4-2, it's kind of tough to get these players because that position of wing back or whatever you say, the left back position gets more defensive, and the wing back position gets more in the midfielderish position. It's not more about the flanks. That is why we see more of Gallagher playing at that position on the left. So these two guys are up for sale definitely, and if with them selling them, if we get a combined amount of around let's say 70-75 million, I think that would be amazing, and using that we can get a more quality winger or maybe a more quality midfielder. Like definitely we'll get the money back from what we'll be buying for Bayana, because getting Bayana is the utmost priority in this season, I have to say. And with that other 70 million or something which might get by selling these two players, we should use them to get ourselves a new number at the left position, because Aspilicueta is gonna leave as well. So is Axel Witsel. So we have to also get a defender. I think we'll go for David Hanko. I think that will be decent, and we should retain Longley. Hopefully he does, because I don't want to go for get a headache for another defender. I think he has done fine in the team. He was decent, though. Yeah, I mean his wages is something which even he has to understand, man. He have to negotiate if he wants to play at the top tier league, in a top tier team. So yeah, that is it. And as I said, in the left, maybe we could get a more better player, much more like a La Liga class, or at least like if not world class, a La Liga class player at the left. Maybe kind of like we can have a swap of Javi Galan with any other player. There's a lot of decent left back position players in the market right now. Okay, so we should be go and grab them. 50-60 million, we'll get an amazing left back, which will be more than enough. I would say for Simeone, and we have to do that. And yeah, man, we are talking a lot about transfer in this video. I want to make another video for this. So like yes, we're just talking about this thing that maybe it's time up for Rodrigo Riquelme and Samuel Lino, which is unfortunate. Yeah, but it is what it is. So that is it for this video, man. I hope you like this video. So these were the 3 to 4 key takeaways from our position from our matches which we had in last 4 matches. For the next season, it's important to understand and acknowledge and assess what all we have done in this last few matches, as I said. And so yeah, let's hope for the best for the future, man. The Club World Cup is not currently started. It's in June, as I said before, and so is the La Liga season. It'll be in August, of course. So currently, I'm just optimistic as hell, I want the best for the team. I want the best for us as for fans. So that is all I hope. And thank you for watching till the end. I hope you like this video. Subscribe for more if you haven't, for more Atletico Madrid related stuff. Man, I just love this stuff. And more football related stuff as well. And so yeah, I'll see you soon. Comment below what you all feel about in these past 4 5 matches, the observations and everything. And so yeah, I'll see you soon. Goodbye.